Hey, today is Power of Attorney Day, right? It's just a document holiday that I made up. What that means is if you have questions about financial power of attorneys, real estate power of attorneys, medical power of attorneys, healthcare power of attorneys, which are strangely different, living wills, advanced directives, that kind of things, um, this is the video. First of all, what's power of attorney mean? It means you are giving somebody else the ability to make decisions on your behalf. And for financial power of attorneys, it's just like it sounds, right? So if you want somebody to be able to sign loan documents on your behalf, maybe you're out of town, deal with your student loans, look, with my wife, if she wants to talk to Verizon, right, they won't talk to her unless for some reason I give her a power of attorney. That's what a power of attorney does. So they can be pretty broad or as narrow as you want them, but they are super powerful documents. So if you give somebody financial power of attorney, it's like they can be you. They can go out and get loans in your name, credit cards, mortgages, all that kind of stuff. Really needs to be somebody that you trust. I would give power of attorney to one person. Don't give it to two people at once or co-power of attorneys, anything like that. Give it to one person if you're going to give it out at all, and make sure it's someone that you trust. Real estate power of attorney. So I see those a lot. Those are common for, people who can't get to a closing or something, and they need somebody to sign closing documents, purchase documents, loan documents, that kind of thing on their behalf. Medical power of attorney. A lot of times you'll see this when maybe you're going out of town, and grandma's watching the kids. So she needs to be able to take them to the doctor or the hospital if they get hurt, something like that. So you might have a limited power of attorney that you give to them to be able to do that for a certain amount of time. When you get into healthcare power of attorneys and living wills, those are usually a part of like an estate planning package. So if somebody's putting a will or a trust together for you, they may also be putting together your healthcare power of attorney and your living will, which is also called an advanced directive. So not like a last will and testament, living will, very different. Healthcare power of attorney says if you cannot make your own healthcare decisions, so maybe you are incompetent, right? You went through a probate court process and you need a guardian, you can't make your own decisions, you have dementia, something like that, or you're unconscious. Maybe you're in surgery, maybe you're delirious, maybe you're under anesthesia, something where you can't make your own healthcare decisions. You can nominate a person who can step in and make those healthcare decisions for you. A lot of times I'll recommend that you put one person in there, again, somebody that you can trust to make decisions that are consistent with what you would want. And I would also tell you to put a backup person in there. So if they can't get a hold of your spouse or your sibling or whoever is in there, you would have another person that the healthcare provider, the hospital, whoever that would be, can contact and get those decisions made. Now, a living will or an advanced directive is really kind of a narrow document that is only meant for like the end of life, right? So if you're terminal, if you are not going to recover, you're in a coma, things like that, that's where this living will come into play. So it'll have things like your do not resuscitate order in there. It will have usually language that says if two doctors have determined that you're terminal and you're permanently unconscious, so again like a coma, and you're not coming back, if you check the appropriate box or put the language in this document, it will allow the person you nominate to make a decision about whether to keep you on life support or to just make you comfortable and let you pass. So really, really important document. You don't want that turning into some sort of fight at the end of your life between family members, healthcare providers about whether you should be kept on life support or not. So again, power of attorney, really important. See it a lot in today's world, but you need to understand what it is. If you give power of attorney to someone and you want to terminate it, you need to, usually you need to do that in writing, and you need to make sure that you communicate that power of attorney has been terminated. So if you gave power of attorney to somebody and you gave that power of attorney document to a lender or a title company, or a realtor, anything like that, you would need to then follow up and make sure those people know it's been terminated. So you terminate it in writing, you give them a copy of it and say, hey, I know I gave you this power of attorney earlier, but it's been terminated. This person no longer has a right to act on my behalf. Same thing with the healthcare power of attorney or living will. If you gave it to a hospital or a doctor, somebody like that, and you want to terminate it or change it later, you need to make sure you communicate that to them in writing as well. So yeah, hopefully that's helpful. That's the world of power of attorney documents, and I expect you will include those as part of your estate planning process, or real estate investing, or whatever it is that you do. And good luck. Thanks.